What's up, y'all? It's Stu here at Create, Educate, and Inspire, and currently we are shooting a full MPC masterclass. We're going through every single screen, every single function, how it works for you, and a couple of tips and tricks along the way inside that masterclass. However, while we're doing that, a few things have actually come up. Some settings, some modifications, and also some accessory recommendations. So wanted to make a quick video just to let you know about what we've found. First, we're gonna jump into the MPC and take a look at the demo screen. Now, every time we turn on the MPC after the initial startup screen, we end up with the demo screen. Now, if you're gonna use the demos, go ahead and don't do what we're about to do, but I always start with either an empty project or a project that I've already created. And coming to this demo screen, although it only is one button of hitting empty project, it is just kind of a minor irritation when I'm in the mood and I have to see this demo screen every time. So there actually is a way that we can get rid of this. However, please note, before you do this, I don't know of a way to unreverse it. So if you go ahead and do this, I don't think you're able to get back that demo screen. I've done this on other machines and tried to reinstall the firmware to see if it brings back the demo folder. However, it does not. So once you do this, I think essentially you're going to commit to it. However, if you have an idea of how to get the demos back, please leave a comment below. But this is essentially how you would get rid of that demo screen. So we go into Browse, then we're going to navigate over to Places, then we're going to go into the Internal, and right here we have a folder that says Demos. Now, if we hold down Shift, we're going to see we're able to delete this file. We're going to delete this whole folder which all the demos are in. Are you sure you want to delete? This operation cannot be undone. Bum, bum, bum. Delete. Now, when we restart this unit, we're going to take a look at what it does when it starts up. Now we have our initial startup screen, and right from the startup screen, we just jump right into an empty project. Now we're going to have a look at two different settings inside of the MPC settings menu. First is going to be turning on AutoSave to make sure that you never lose a project just in case there's a crash. MPC is usually a very solid operating system, but you never know. And then the second is going to check out the audio warping algorithm, just to make sure that you're on the highest quality audio warping algorithm and getting the best quality sound while you're warping the tempo of samples. Now hit Menu and then click on this little cog up here to go into the settings. Now, the first one we're going to look at is our Project Load and Save. So right here under Project Load and Save is where we would enable our autosave. Just enable it. We can change if we want 1 minute, 2 minutes, or every 10 minutes. And then where do we want it to autosave? That would be our backup file. So if we do have a crash, we know that we can go back to the last version that was autosaved and we're not going to lose anything. Now let's go back to the overall menu over here. And this one's a little hidden, we have to scroll down. We want to go into General and take a look here on General when we scroll down to the audio warp algorithm. By default, I think it is only at basic, which allows the CPU to have less strain on it. However, it's not very good. So if we just click on here and change it to Pro 10, we're gonna get a much better audio warping algorithm. All right, last but not least are two different stand recommendations. The first one is gonna be the laptop stand from IKEA. There's a link down in the description, or just go to IKEA and search for laptop stand. As you can see, it fits the MPC Live 2 perfectly. It's the exact same width, has a really nice angle to it, and it's only $6 or $7. So if we take a look at what it is, it's just a molded piece of plastic that can support the weight. You could put anything on here. You could put desktop synths, you could put a MIDI keyboard, but it has a really nice angle. It's only $7. It fits the MPC 1, the Live 2 fits perfectly on it. You could even put an MPC X on here. Then the second recommendation is an actual stand that sticks right on the back of the MPC itself. This is the correct width where this will also fit on an MPC 1 if you want to use it on the MPC 1. You can see it adds almost no dimensional change to the MPC. It adds barely any weight. The legs simply fold right out like that. and it has a really nice angle to it. And also, whenever you're carrying the MPC Live 2, because with the speaker and the battery, it can have a little weight to it, it actually acts as a really good handle on there. So those are my favorite two stands for the MPC, and I hope those recommendations and those other two tips just helped you out a little bit with getting your MPC workflow a little bit better. Stay tuned. We'll have this upcoming masterclass very soon where we're going to cover everything on there. And on that note, thanks for your time. Thanks for your attention. Now go do something cool.